Well, folks, I've been traveling all over, been all the way to west coast of Demerara here. Actually, before I came here, I was all the way at Perico. Stopped by the Lenore Market and had a very good view of west coast. So I'm actually passing through the village here of Hague, Backdam. As you can see, this place is mainly rice production. Now, in the old days, the economy of Guyana depended on sugar, rice, and bauxite. Sugar has declined in importance because of the closure of those estates, but rice has been here and is here to stay. You know, you have to eat rice. Sugar is very important, but was neglected. But as you can see here, there's like acres and acres of rice along here, and this is one of the important crops in Guyana, rice production. And here we see here they are planting for the new season. The water is muddy due to the activity. As you'll see ahead, the tractors with those gauge wheels are plowing up those fields, getting it ready for the throwing of the seeds, or the shining of the seeds, as they say. But this has been a beautiful trip here into Hague, Backdam. Lush. It's not many houses, many open fields, and it's all rice. Now, rice should be taken very seriously in Guyana. Now that you have oil, at this moment I'm making this thing, oil prices fluctuate, depends on what's happening in the world. Right now, the prices of oil has dropped, so you cannot put all your eggs in one basket. And these are traditional crops here, rice. As you can see, many fields here. Long ago, my grandfather owned one of these plots here, but that's no history. As you can see, these guys are throwing the seeds. They're in a line, and I think that's a special skill you have to be able to throw those seeds, and then you have to be throwing them accurately so that it would all pop up and look uniform without any missing spots. So I think these guys here have the skills to do that. I'll be very happy to come back here when these fields are actually green, when it starts to shoot up, and to see how accurate these guys were. As you can see, for growing rice you need the water, so the whole field is underwater, and it'll be there for a period until the rice starts to grow. And then you see here these tractors preparing the field here. As in Guyana, we used to say rice beds. And you can see the intricate supply of the source of water. The water goes from this main road here, I believe, and it flows into those beds. As you can see, there's a little track like dividing straight line of land that goes in, right here you could see that track, and that divides like the fields and also probably controls the water. But there has to be a way for these guys to get in there. Has to be like a main bridge somewhere. These tractors. As you can see the wheel, how it has those special attachment to help them to drive along that field, and as they're driving, that special attachment basically plows the land there. It also prevents them from getting stuck in those fields. So rice farming is mainly done in this Hague Backdam, as you can see. The production of rice in Guyana can put Guyana on the path of success with oil, and that depends on the price of oil. Well, one thing I know, people have to eat, and rice is one of the main food of many people around the world. So Guyana has the land, and these guys have to continue in what they're doing. We have to admire these rice farmers. They're not recognized by many people. If you have a big degree, PhD, people recognize you. You have a master's degree, those are the people get recognized. But I recognize the farmers. They are the real people with these PhDs in farming. It takes special skill to grow this rice and knowledge. Not anyone can just come here and start growing rice. It has been passed down from generation to generation. And in each family improves on those mistakes made, and improvement in the production, able to produce more rice in the same area over the years. So rice is king here in Hague Backdam. And I would think that in many of the areas where sugar cane was abandoned, probably might start seeing rice production. But as I said, anybody just cannot show up there and produce rice. You have to have the skills, you have to have the know-how, and you have to have the money to make a start. Now, to keep these guys in business, they need a good price for the rice. They have to be able to make profit from their labor and keep on going, especially if this is the only source of income that they depend on. So the war market for rice is always there. There's always a demand. It's just to get the right countries to buy it and have a steady market. But I love this place. I wish I could just sit here and take a look like for 1 hour, but I'm pressed for time. I would actually love to go into those fields with those guys throwing those seeds. I get first-hand experience. Well, as you can see, we are coming out of Hague Backdam now. It's been quite a memorable experience today. We went all the way to the school and stopped at a residence that I had actually spent some time, like over 30 years ago. Look at it, peace and tranquility here. Now many people will love for this kind of quietness and such greenery when its rice starts to grow. I'm telling you, it's like a wonderland when all the fields are green, and even when the rice is ripe with golden stalks. So it's always beautiful in here. Depends on the progress in the growing of the rice. Now this is one of the biggest holes on this road right here. Some action is needed to get it fixed because you could barely cross. There's like a huge hole. This reminds me of how Canal Road usually is. You have these big potholes in there. So the Hague Backdam, as you can see, there's like coconut trees scattered along the path. Also mango. My last trip here, I actually rode a bicycle in here. It's a nice feeling to be riding a bicycle in here, to tell the truth, rather than a vehicle. You know, in Guyana nowadays, most people hardly walk. They just jump in the car. But walking is a good exercise actually, keep the body fit. And even riding bicycle. We need more farmers in Guyana. Unfortunately, more people don't want to get their hand mess with the dirt. Alright, my next video will continue, but I will stop right here.